welcome back everybody from a long break between our sessions over here. We had some moving going on. Myself and Kelsey moved to a new place, so we have our new digs over here for recording. There'll be some adjustments here and there as we kind of get comfortable. But a lot more space for the players and a lot more space for me, and so much happier.
Room for activity.
It is, right?
Such
Yeah.
wow.
Oh wow, I can't even move further away.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Still on camera, yeah.
Oh, so good. So much room.
That's nice. Great room. But hey, welcome back everybody. Excited to be here. Excited to jump back into our Curse of Strahd campaign. It has
I'm
been a
so
little over a
excited.
month.
So excited.
Just if you guys are a little rusty like we are, let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Last time, I don't know what happened last time. What happened? No, I'm joking. No.
I should have watched it yesterday,
Right?
but I didn't.
We fixed Mom.
Yeah.
Mad Mom. She's less mad now. She's mad about other things.
Well,
but-
she's still angry, but
Yeah,
that's,
she's a different kind of
Yeah.
mad. So she's just the typical mad mom. And then she was like, "Here, you guys are idiots," and then she teleported us back on the other side of Lake Zarevich, so we didn't have to take another boat again.
Because we sucked at
That
boating.
was awful.
We were really bad at
Really
boating.
are bad at boats. Only Irina was here to.
We barely even know what a boat
your mom
is.
wants to bring the Vistani down
I feel
to
like
the
if-
level of the other Barovians.
if
Yeah, she wants to
Irina
fuck
was
them up.
here, we just would have sunk faster.
We
There'd
have
been
to
more
send
people
her-
in
No,
boats.
she knows how to work boats.
I don't think there was any help in that boat.
That boat was fucked. None of us
Yeah.
noticed till we were already drowning.
I did get given a quest by a rock.
It's true.
Yep.
Brar found a runestone, and it's apparently
Oh my god, did you get
from a
one?
frat party that, or I guess it wasn't a frat party, it
No.
was a bachelor
Oh,
party.
the ghost.
No,
The,
it was,
the
it
bachelor
Ghost.
party that went horribly wrong.
It wasn't a
in
bachelor
Barovia.
party. I think it was post wedding, right? It was more like a wedding celebration party.
Okay,
It was
okay.
like the reception afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was reception.
A dwarven post-wedding
Shindig.
shindig that went horribly wrong because it's Barovia and everything's horrible in
Yep.
Barovia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess we're gonna go to the swamps of Barra's swamp? Yeah, question mark. It's a dark place, but it's a swamp.
But apparently the witch there has
Yeah.
one of the pieces of my stone.
Yep. So one of the three dwarves died to the witch in the swamp, and as we all love witches,
It's a different witch.
So much.
I
Which
think
witch
it's a
is
different
it?
witch because
Which
okay.
witch?
We defeated the Bone Grinder witches, but Morgantha,
So were the sisters, but the mom-
is still alive.
And she haunts your dreams.
She's
haunts
gonna be a
all of
bitch,
our
man.
dreams.
She's gonna be tough.
You haven't been haunting my dreams.
Brar, do you even have dreams?
I want to be
What
a
do
dad
bards even
someday.
dream of?
Whoa, it's
Um,
deep.
I want to raise little bars.
Just one little Brar, hopefully.
No, multiple birds.
Maybe more and more.
Many
No,
brothers.
the world cannot handle multiple Brar children.
A couple of little burritos.
You gotta rebuild the bra name.
But so yeah, so
Still
well, most of the
Gotta
party
build my
decided to go
brar
to
brand.
the swamp.
Brand? No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Brar brand?
Brand.
Brand. Ginny went on a little side quest on the broom to go visit Madame Eva to get a potion to find out Irina's future, and it wasn't looking good. And also, Madame Eva stole some of her hair too, which she's like, what
Can't
the fuck?
end well.
Well, she can't read my fortune. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. So who knows what she's gonna do with that?
Mind control you, probably. I don't know.
It doesn't
Voodoo.
even take mind control. You just be like, Jenny, don't do something, and then she's gonna do it.
Don't not
Don't
kill your
not-
friends.
Maybe she has
Stop,
some nefarious
Strahd?
plot that has to like be powered by pure chaos, and so she's gonna siphon off all your chaos and use it to power her evil plot, and then you won't have any chaos left.
And then she'll tell Jenny, don't.
Who would I
Don't
be
Please,
without
DM,
my
please.
chaos?
Please.
What am I gonna be without my chaos? I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
be like a regular
Let's
person.
find out.
Because I love your chaos. Like, I love it. Like,
Why do you fucking marry it?
you marry me?
You can always add more
Okay.
chaos.
No, anything but that.
It's legal now.
Line here.
For
now.
now.
For meow.
Pretty now.
I mean,
I'll take
well,
some.
we won't go there. That'll get dark quick.
Darker than Barovia.
That'll get darker than Barovia, because that's essentially where we are right now.
Oh, well, it's warmer here in Barovia.
We're
We've
in
got
the
sunshine.
How thick it is.
Right?
Oh God, are you gonna be okay? It's like a
Wait.
little cake.
Delicious, delicious.
Mm.
Barovia
So
cake.
good.
Barovia sludge.
Oh God, that really sounds foul to say. Barovia sludge.
Anyway, But that's basically where we are now. We're sort of
What am I
all
doing?
together on
Where
the
am
run. Oh wait, we ended up over here somewhere. There was like a circle of some sort of stones, and
Of
there was
life?
a lady with a knife there.
Oh, good. Nice.
Knife
Did we have to like slit our wrists or something?
What the-
No, we were just discussing it as a
I
possible
was drunk
exit
tonight at the end of
strategy.
last session.
I don't remember last session. It's been longer than 20 minutes.
So you guys were approaching from the east side of this river here. And there's a little ring of stones over here. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not because it's minor. But anyways, you're down there on that side of the river. For people at home, you should be able to see. Make sure the camera didn't bump it or anything.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
I did press the key.
Birthdays.
There we go.
But I remember most of what happened
F3
last session,
key.
despite it being a month ago.
So a little rain of stones over there, but yeah, that's where you guys are. And there was a shadowy figure over there clutching a lantern in one hand and a dagger in the other.
Wow.
Was I unconscious during that one?
I do remember that moment.
This towards
I trust you guys.
the end of the night and
I think it was kind
a
of
month
a
and
cliffhanger
some
too.
change ago.
I trust you guys.
Maybe you were sick. You sick?
Was that the wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
Was it a wisdom tooth session or
I think
post?
it was.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
definitely post, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure like how long
We were
post.
probably on all sorts of drugs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On a positive note, most of the holes have closed up, and I'm really proud of my mouth.
Yay.
I'm really proud of my mouth.
I'm really proud of my mouth.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That was a very sudden and abrupt sneeze.
I felt it coming, which is why I was
Oh.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Alright,
Yeah.
So who wants to
That
approach the
song
creepy
works.
lady?
Is it a lady?
It's a creepy lady with
Figure.
a lantern.
It's a
and-
lady.
Probably.
Whoa, 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 it's a lady.
This
Sorry, I got
musical
this
session
close.
today.
Yes.
Here's the
The
lady.
DM/bard.
Start off strong.
There's the lady with the creepy. That's the triangle is her hood.
Okay.
She's not triangle head.
Pyramid head?
Hood on head. Pyramid head. Except one's 3-dimensional, the other one's 2-dimensional.
You guys are still about like 60 or so feet away, so.
I was gonna say that she first of all, do we know it's a she? Because I'm hearing lady, and I just thought it
We
was a
just
shadowy figure.
assume that whoever's gonna be in a swamp in like
The middle of the night. It's gonna be a woman. Like a dude would just be at a bar.
Judging by like the attire that she's wearing, that's casted off from the light from the lantern, it's dressed like.
Okay. Two.
Who's down?
Given that she's a she, has she appeared to have seen us yet?
Roll investigation.
0.
Hey.
Unless
Zero?
she's made of stone. I rolled a 3 and I've got a -3.
It's tough to tell. You're just the bugs and everything are just distracting you. It gets inside. You feel something squirm inside your armor a little bit, crawling.
Jim, get it.
Ugh. You feel some goo just squeeze down the
That's how you know he's
lower
working.
back.
It's alright, he's gonna clean that up too.
Yeah.
I'll only be there for a moment.
He'll get it.
Funny
Alright.
side story. My friend's boyfriend had a moth fly into his ear.
Ew.
It had to be removed by
Oh, God,
the
I'm gonna throw up.
Just
This sounds horrible. I want to unhear it.
That's my nightmare.
Alright,
I
alright.
wanna
You know
hashtag
what?
nightmare fuel. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, I'm happy to go approach the stone witch.
I'll come with you.
If you guys want to let me do
They're talking.
the talking.
You're a very charismatic person. Everybody loves you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean,
Hello, the swamp person.
Oi!
Oi.
Oi!
Your voice carries through the swamp a bit. The woman kind of shines her lantern, not in front of her face, because little known fact, you see that a lot of movies. However, by shining a lantern in front of your face, it ruins your
Can't
night
see
vision,
Shit.
which is you
Well,
kind of
that's
put like
like-
behind your head, so you can kind of see in front of you without ruining your
Yeah,
night
they
vision.
made the lamps that had the backside. that's
Exactly.
covered.
It's all about that
The bullseye
backside.
lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Great.
Anyway, between these weathered stones, she does make her way towards the edge of them, towards you all, but at the same time being cautious and using her right shoulder, almost leaning towards the stone as protection.
Oh, so she's scared of us. That's what I gather.
Was she just trying to cover from the stone, or?
We come in peace.
Ish.
And is she on the opposite side of the river from us, or?
Same side.
Same side.
Yeah.
I'll start making my way over that way too. Not trying to be threatening, just bounding from log to log,
Boing, boing.
trying to keep my boots from getting all swampy. possible.
As you get closer towards the edge of the river, you realize that your boots stick a little bit more and it becomes difficult terrain to traverse. Where it looks like you can probably move about half speed.
Is it like swampy?
Yeah.
You on the broom still?
Are there any? What is it? Pretty clear and the swampy ground, or are there like big, like hanging trees with vines and things like that? Like what kind of swamp is this?
On this side, it's tall grass, not so much like tree life over there, but a lot of bushes, a lot of weeds. The ground itself, as you kind of step into it, it'd be tough for like a large tree to sustain itself
Makes
here.
sense. Well, in that case, I'm gonna just keep on trucking and try not to sink in any, like, muck.
Sure. Even with the boots, your speed is still kind of have that as you try to jump up, and the leaves kind of like a suction pulling you back as you leap.
It's uncomfortable.
Some points you're like,
There's
whoa.
the blotter all over again.
Yeah, right. It feels like your boots might just be sucked right off your feet, but they stay attached. Yep, retying them.
I'd rather
Same
lose a
thing.
foot. Do you jump and just hold them, just like?
I'm literally holding my laces as they just bunny hop.
Any kind of intimidation she might have had towards you all,
It's gone now.
it seems
It's
like
gone.
she's accepted you as. We
Yeah.
got
Just
some-
for aggravating
Yeah,
it, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Yep. Amidst the wild insects and some croaks from frogs and the suction of Brower's feet, I think I actually do have some splashing into the water. You do approach.
I just want to say to her, just just hey, hey, we're friends. We're good people. We're not trying to hurt you. We just have questions.
As you get closer, she stares and, I've heard about you for.
Oh, good things.
Mostly there's a helicopter and waits for help.
Pulls up,
It's into the
forms rocks into
Yeah,
an SOS
right.
shape.
Sorry.
I don't think they can pick that up.
No?
So, no.
I heard it.
Yes, from my fellow were-ravens.
She said fellow were-ravens?
Yes.
Oh,
Been
so
good to
you're
us.
cool.
Yeah.
What brings you down this neck of the swamp?
Well, I'm looking for a witch.
Which witch?
I don't know.
Very
but she's.
powerful one?
I hope not.
So
But
we're
I
looking
heard
for
she
the
has
one?
a stone kind of like
Is that what
this.
we're looking for?
I don't know.
Has the stone? Does the stone change or anything? Like I don't know if it wants to be near its buddies.
Does it have like a magical dial?
Nope, just
Nope.
kind of sits there.
Nope.
Uh,
I don't think it's going to do anything until I find the other bits. But I hear this witch has one of the bits, and I think she's been around for a long time.
tread with caution. There's an extremely powerful witch.
That's her. Probably, I don't know.
Do we really need this rock?
Can you tell us about the witch?
Well, the burn in me really wants the rock. The player in me is like, can we just get Strahd and get the hell out of here?
I mean, get killed by Strahd.
Either way works. And he was like, well, maybe you need the power over the rock in order to defeat Strahd. And so I don't know, but Brar wants the rock.
Okay.
So that's my take on the whole
Brar does
situation.
have the rock madness.
So what do you know of this witch besides that she's really powerful?
Her name is Baba Lysaga.
Baba.
I was real worried there for a second.
Think you were gonna get a Baba Yaga?
Have you heard of Baba Yaga?
You have not heard of Baba Yaga? Sorry, Ant-Man and the Wasp is great.
She lives in a hut just over this river.
Does it have chicken feet?
What was it? Baba Yolanda?
Baba
Lysaga.
Lysaga.
Oh, it's
Lysaga.
It's a pretty weird one.
I've not seen a hut with chicken feet before. That sounds
Sorry, that was
strange.
It sounds like
Reference to
intellectual
Baba Yaga.
property
Hmm.
of the Russian folklore.
Yeah.
Baba was
I think it's
We also fought Baba Yaga on Moonhunters.
Oh, we did.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Did you?
it's very common in
Oh.
She eats.
I felt like
children.
I was there because
So
I was kind of.
correct,
You were
she
there.
eats children. Yeah. That's the common assumption.
saved her
why-
cat.
That's
So
why she takes the
you
kids.
said
But
this
really, she
Babu
just raises
Wasabi
them.
has a hut somewhere?
That's the
Yes.
Baba Wasabi. I like that name.
Just beyond the ruins of Berez.
Oh, and
Kinda in
Brez
between
was the
all.
town that got flooded
Yep.
because Strahd didn't like them, right?
Oh, you've heard.
His first
Yes.
Tatiana
Oh.
did not
The
fare
first
well.
Tatiana.
I think
So
he
this was
flooded him.
Tatiana V1
Mhm.
territory.
I think that was
1.0.
that, or was it something else? God, we lost
Is
her.
she a reasonable person? Is she maybe like? Is that? I don't really need to kill her necessarily. I just want to get this rock.
She just wanted to go
Is she
this
a
witch.
reasonable witch or an unreasonable witch?
I have not had any communication with her.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Some of my brethren have gone missing, and I wanted to get some recon.
Was this little witch a human? Or what is she?
Witches
Or what is
are
this little
witches.
lady? What is she?
She's a
She
werewolf.
has a humanoid form. Human-esque, yes.
No, you. Like
Oh,
the person we're talking to.
Yes, human.
She admitted to being a were-raven.
Oh, where? Okay, so she's human. Okay.
She's the Martinovs, the
Mhm.
blind folks.
Yeah, yeah. I just was confused for a second.
Busted us out of Strahd jail, folks.
Mm-hmm. The people who adopted Lunchbox and
Lunchbox.
the other one,
Hmm?
Icebox.
Icebox and
Popsicle.
Lunchbox.
Xbox was it?
It was something icy related.
There was the boy was Lunchbox.
The boy is definitely a lunchbox.
I can't remember what the girl's name was.
A snack pack or something.
Snack
Okay.
pack.
Snack
Yeah, it was.
pack.
It was Lunchbox and snack pack.
So she points across the river, and she mentions that there are some ruins of the city all along the river there.
It's a lot of boobies.
And tits.
I want to see. Oh, those don't look like boobies to me. They
She
look
says that beyond the ruins, that's where you'll find her hut.
like- Just noticed I was here.
Oh boy.
So her hut is.
That's
that
way
little-
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Evie girl.
Well,
Well,
okay.
I don't have anything against this witch. I mean, apparently the fact that maybe she killed my granddaddy or something like that is sort of annoying, but not really an issue at this point. Will
Yeah.
I be able to reason with her?
She may be. She's.
Unknown for a reason?
What?
We? Unknown for a reason?
I'm a very reasonable person. I reasoned with Jimmy Two-Step, and he's one of our best friends now.
Uh-huh. Casino
He has a
there?
bit of a limp. Yeah.
I mean, we got him pardoned from prison, so he should be thankful.
I mean, if we can
Well,
reason with a goblin,
we started off, Mako started off as a blood enemy.
And now
So did Jim Jam's former parent
self. Yeah.
self, right? I met lots of friends.
Alright,
Ron
well,
does befriend everything.
I will let you take point on this. I've got a lot to think about.
Okay. I need someone to make better decisions than I do. Come on, guys. No, I'm willing to try and negotiate with the witch.
How do we get across the river? What's the safest way?
Kind of viewing as she leaves the stone circle there. Let me get an intelligence check from
Ooh.
everyone.
Everybody.
That's not something.
One.
Okay.
I'll beat
Twice,
you.
still got a 13.
12.
I got a 3.
Jenny's got a lot on her mind.
And Shanna.
What do I just add my intelligence to it?
Yeah, your intelligence bonus. Yep.
17.
17. Okay.
Is supposed to be smart, y'all.
Shanna and Motho, as you guys start to leave the circle, something seems familiar about the stone carvings inside of them. And you remember back to the old bone grinder.
Oh,
and the
boy.
Where
stone
we found
monoliths that were out and back there.
Yeah, I swung by there
Can
and was
we?
like tidying it up.
I want
a
to
bit.
take a moment and kind of look at the stones and see
Yeah,
if there's
they're the
another
picture.
like sun emblem.
Sure. As you kind of look around, you remember that each stone represented like different seasons. and then correspond to different gods there. Rudimentarily, there are similarities, but still seems different though. It's different.
Okay.
Similar but different. Most though, you get a strange empowering sensation while inside the stones.
Empowering?
Something calling to your animal essence inside of you.
Well, you can be a werewolf.
Is my amulet glowing or anything? No. I feel like this is calling to my animal essence.
You notice that the circle is about 100 feet across. Each of the menhirs are spaced apart. You have the larger ones at the northwest, south, and east. And those are the taller ones. And then there's littler, smaller ones, kind of 2 in between each one, making up 8 stones. Which each of those smaller ones have little animals carved into them.
Aw.
You have a bear, an elk, a hawk, a goat, an owl, a panther, a raven, and a wolf.
Am I supposed to do something with it?
I think it's for teaching kids how to read.
You can do whatever you want.
I think you're supposed
Have you
to
tried
select
touching one? Like, have you
I'm supposed to select one?
commune with
But,
your
I
animal
mean,
spirits?
you
and
know,
just, like,
if you want to
How
take
many
some
are there?
time and meditate there and see what needs to happen. That's totally
There are
cool.
8 smaller animal carved
I
ones.
wish Mom would have taught me how to make that sweet ass house. That'd be so great.
I walk up to the second one.
The elk.
Isn't that what the wind chasers kicked your ass at with?
I don't know.
Surprised you didn't go for bear.
And I touch it.
Or the wolf?
Let me get a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. This is a 20, right? It's been a while. That's my con. Saving throw, that is a 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
As you touch it, nothing seems to happen.
Cool.
Kind of concentrate on the stone and discern if there's some sort of connection you're supposed to make, but
What are my other options?
you have the bear, hawk, goat, owl, panther, raven, and wolf.
I'm gonna go to the panther.
Okay.
Touch it.
I get another Constitution saving.
Sure.
Like panthers do.
9.
9.
Oh, I don't know what the point of this game is, so I'm just gonna touch them all.
That's
That
okay.
didn't go over in the sarcophagus. But
Yeah, right.
Yes, I have the spirit of the.
It's just like
whatchamacallit.
the druid version of sarcophagus.
Okay, what happens when I
Well,
touch
she's
this?
licking them all, so I hope not.
As you see your group kind of leaving you, going towards the shore, you grab the panther stone, and same thing you expect, almost like putting a fork into an electrical socket to get shocked, but nothing happens.
What are my other options? Bear.
What
Raven,
season are
wolf,
we in right now?
Hawk, owl,
Barovia.
snake.
No,
Goat.
like what
Goat.
season is it in Barovia currently?
Maybe you don't have too many seasons. It stays pretty like fallish.
Are you guys leaving me
Fallish?
to just touch these things?
Is
You know
there a
where, I'm
stone
not
that
gonna walk
resembles
out
like
without you.
autumn here? Because the
Mhm.
last one was like, you know, winter, summer, spring, fall.
Bear and wolf.
The larger ones represent the seasons.
Raven might do something for
What
you too,
animals
but
are closest to the autumn stone?
The autumn stone would be
I would think as far as the animals here go, the wolves are definitely aligned with Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
The ravens are definitely not. I don't think we've really met. There hasn't
Met
been
anything else.
anything else that's really been aligned one way or the other.
I'm gonna touch that raven.
the goat and the owl.
The goat and the owl?
Yeah. Touch the raven one.
Yes.
Hey Mo,
Yeah.
I think you should maybe like focus on the owl stone.
I'm gonna touch them all.
Touch the owl. Mo.
I just touched the raven.
You go on like a duck, duck, goose kind of around the
Mo,
circle.
Touch the owl.
And it's
I can't change now.
Then we get one more Constitution saving throw.
16.
16. As you go around to each of the remaining stones, expecting something to happen, and this is like a 100-feet circle, so it's taking a bit to get all the way around. The rest of the two party members and the were-raven, you guys do not know her name yet.
Say Ravenclaw? It's a Mugglepuff. It's just not going to work.
You just don't seem to get any physical or magical or sensational response from these stones.
None of them.
No.
All the Duck Duck Gooses.
All the
Maybe if you had
duck-duck
accepted your mother's gift.
Oh, I have a
Yeah.
personal attunement with wolves. Can I try touching the wolf form?
As you're walking away, you see Motho touching these smaller stones. You didn't pay much attention to them. Seeing her distracted by them, you do turn around, and there are different animal
touched it.
figures drawn into them. Give me a...
No, we're it's the
Tell
worst
how you want this to go by what save you give me.
Right, yeah.
I just don't want to look at this, so I just don't
I think you're supposed
I think
to
wisdom
meditate
saving throw. Let's go
It's a
wisdom
good
saving
middle
throw.
road.
The one that calls to you in your meditation mode. I mean, that's just me, and I think too deeply sometimes.
Natural 1. Perfect. As you touch it, coincidentally, in the distance, you hear a howl.
My spirit brothers.
A wind gusts, and it kind of pushes your hood towards the front of your face. You grab it, pull it down.
Bark, bark. Let's do this.
Alright.
Don't mind him. He does
I'm just
that
gonna sit. I'm gonna sit my ass down and namaste.
Oh, I guess we're doing this now. It's fine. You know what? Maybe I'll just go fly to this stupid castle and save Elena myself.
Bark, bark. I'm gonna run off towards where the.
On all fours, please.
In my mind, it's on all fours, but he's just running normally.
I forgot how to play this game, so I'm gonna sit down and namaste on this.
Bark, bark.
Where are we going?
Bark. Well, yeah, you can speak dog, so I'm just gonna tell you. And he says that we're going to the witch.
Okay, cool. I'm along for the ride today.
You feel at 1, you're like, oh, I'm super stealthy, I'm super quick.
Yep.
Your movement speed is
Gotta
an
collect
extra
my pack.
inch now as you get through the swamp. You feel like you're moving a lot faster now. It's like, I'm so fast like a wolf.
4 legs.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah. Leaving the stone circle behind.
Coming back.
Come back for it?
Later.
Mental note.
That's what
We all say.
You approach the river's edge. It's a good 250.
As we leave, can I ask what her name is?
What's your
Oh,
name?
oh, sorry. I ruined me. My name is Marielle Vinshaw.
What?
Marielle.
Marielle?
Muriel or Muriel?
Muriel.
It's M-U-R-I-A-L.
M-U-R-I-E-L.
Muriel.
Muriel.
Yeah, Muriel. You can remember that probably. We don't forget. Anyway.
Vinshaw.
I'm gonna call her
Thank you,
Ariel.
Muriel.
And I've known your names
I'm so savvy.
from the winds of...
Yeah, you know us.
From Marines in Africa. That's how you know her names.
Yeah, we're sorry
I know
about all
Toto.
the things that are probably not true that you've heard
Start
about
clicking
us,
my
but
heels
in the meantime,
together.
we should probably go
Alright, cool.
talk to
Let's
this
do
witch
this.
and see what we can do.
Do you see a witch about a stone? Ring, bark, bark.
If you are able to find my brethren there as well, please do your best to rescue them.
We'll keep our eyes out for some ravens.
Would you say brethren or brother?
Brethren.
Brethren. How many brethren are you missing?
6 to a dozen?
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
whipped.
Are they one of them bird forms or are they?
We do not know. It's tough to tell. These lands are very dangerous, but with the nomadic druids to the west of here, wild animals,
I'll keep my nose peeled.
please do.
That's really fucked up, man.
Alright. We'll see what we can do.
Keep her eyes peeled.
Appreciate that.
Probably get moving.
Yeah. Let's
I don't know.
GTF
I don't know how witches like to like greet people if it's the morning or the middle of the night.
Yeah, is it
I
nighttime?
don't know.
I mean,
What
I
is
feel
it?
like maybe with gifts, they like to greet people that have gifts.
Do we have any?
I don't know. What's in the bag of holding?
Well,
Stuff?
Stuff? More stuff?
I
Any
think we
like
might have
got any weird stuff she might be able to use for spells, like some
How about shiny stuff? We got shiny stuff?
Shiny stuff that's
Powdery
worth anything,
stuff?
or just shiny
maybe
stuff?
some bones or some blood or something. What would she want for spells?
The blood of virgins.
Not here. We can't get
I
that.
mean, I do technically have the teeth of the savior. What?
And her toes, I think.
And
And her
you're
hair.
weird.
was it toes or do I have the teeth?
What did I just pull?
What is it that I pulled out of the pocket?
I'm sorry.
The pocket was little giblet toes, and then you also
Okay,
found
got
teeth
toes.
in the hallways of the temple.
So I've got some
Every
teeth and some
temple.
toes. I'm not really gonna say this out loud. I retract. I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I have some things maybe we can barter with.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, that's okay. That's our battle cam. Go ahead and plug it back in.
We don't have any. We don't
I
have
don't
any
know what you
battles.
did,
Battle
but you'll be
At the
never
moment.
forgiven.
Let me see what I got.
Oh, those
Okay,
things.
so I got.
Did you eat a cookie?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's no problem.
Did I mess it all up?
No. Do me a favor. Roll a d10.
You have an
Why?
ever smoking bottle. That's about it.
40.
4 or 40. Subtract that from your hit points.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh man.
That's fine. But seriously, you're dead.
Talk to me over. Really? You'll save me from this place? A sweet release of death? Thank you.
You'd be like, and Moto's dead.
Wait.
Kelsey's just like, I'm going to the pool.
Yeah, right?
That was all it took.
Fuck bro, we have to go to the pool.
So just unplug everything. We're all dead. Like,
Okay.
it's great.
Okay.
So walking to the river's edge, she says that it's shallowish, but the current can be strong. You should be able to cross on foot, but it will take some strength.
How far across is the other side?
I think
Uh,
Brar could walk
200,
across.
250
She
feet?
can fly. I mean, if you want to burn a transformation.
Man,
Sure, why not?
Take a rope.
What else
Can
are
you
you
just
doing
send the
there?
broom back to us?
yes.
We're just gonna broom it. We're gonna take the time to broom.
Best
Whatever you want to
guy
do.
we ever
Doesn't
used.
matter to me. I could fly. I could.
Why were we walking for like 5 levels after we got the stupid broom?
Because not all of us can be on the broom.
What is the distance that you can send it back to? Like a
Like
mile?
It's dumb.
It's great.
And, you know, I love this broom. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Jay's
some
like,
bug
and the
spray,
broom
guys.
spontaneously combusts.
Like magpie.
No, it's the only thing I love anymore. So yeah, we just broom across.
Okay. Who goes first?
I'll go first.
She's already on the broom, so.
Okay.
Probably from a cold dead body.
Flying. That's smart.
Flying lowish.
Okay. Okay. As you get across, you do become closer to the other side, and you can get a better view of the ruins.
It's a very dramatic display of anger.
It's a cluster of ruined cottages separated by low stone walls. A short stretch of flooded road somewhat remains intact.
This place is gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a piece of dry stone to hop off of and send the broom back for whoever else wants to go over there.
Okay. Can I get a perception check for me?
I love perception checks. They're my favorite.
I'm
They're
not
the
waiting
best
for the broom.
thing in
I'm
the
just gonna
fucking-
touch
It's a
the earth.
natural one because my head's at somewhere else.
She's thinking about boys now.
As you jump off and you try to find footing on a dry stone, it slips and you just fall face first into the mud. As you get up,
Mud
it's
mask.
tough to see
It's a mud mask.
as mud's now in your eyes. Brar, you can get a strength check.
Can we see her? Can we see her face plant?
No, it can kind of see it. Did she?
Okay.
Did she not?
Maybe she meant to do that. She's
Like-
so cool and graceful otherwise.
It's
She-
the mist
She
and the
is
darkness of the
coolest.
sky. Like, even with your night vision, it's like
I'm
I
retiring
can't
you.
tell.
Did
if
she really just fall on her face?
Yeah.
Is it dark out? Like dark?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's always
middle-
dark,
I'm-
yeah.
I'm gonna put my goggles on.
Yeah, I always
I
assume that you
figured
have.
you always have those
Yeah.
on because you can't see for shit.
It's so fashionable.
As you guys are waiting for the broom, you notice Brar, just do you leave a rope behind, or you just kind of go out by yourself?
Well, I can't if other people want to go through the water. I just figured I was gonna wait for the. I didn't figure I was gonna wait for the broom, so I'm just gonna cross.
I mean, I'm waiting for the broom.
It's
'cause
We
still
can go together,
200
right?
feet.
Yeah.
We would need like 4 lengths of rope to do it. So
Like 4.
like 4 feet of rope.
You wait for the
I'm
broom?
so I'm just gonna go.
Yeah,
across.
we're gonna fly back together because I'm like 160, 170 my character.
As long as you guys and your gears are combined under 300 pounds, you're fine.
Sure. How much gear you got? All my stuff in the holding?
Yeah, most of the stuff is in the bag of holding.
So do okay with that roll or?
You get about halfway, and let's get another one to finish up the other half.
Probably like
You want it right now?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
That's tough.
I don't want to roll that one.
Uh,
That's terrible for me.
The broom passes over your head, Brar, as it goes towards the shoreline. Which one of you would like to go next?
We're going together.
We're going together.
Going together.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're light enough
Slower.
to go together.
22.
22? Okay. The broom settles down as who's right in front?
I'll man this shit.
And I'm gonna get on and do my signature clutch on the bottom, like an upside down monkey.
Okay.
Seems safe.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like tuck my like
I
coat
assume you're not
and my
able to roll
cloak
something?
around me, like on my, gonna like
Just
you know hold it
assumption.
and tuck it on top, and I'm just gonna
Me
like
too.
get really close so that it doesn't drag in the water. So I'm like, okay, we're good.
I got you.
I'm also going to turn on my special eyes just in case.
Oh, thanks.
As it picks up the broom, Brar, you're about halfway now. As you're starting to wade your way through, the current is pushing you down, but you are finally leaning against it. Some of the water gets in your face, and it's a combination of garbage tasting, and you're just like, "Whoa, don't want to get this in my mouth." You guys are loading up on the broom and just begin to take your flight over.
So in my mind, while I'm doing that and like my armor's getting full of water, there's just like a little Jim Jam with a little Jim Jam bucket just bailing it out.
Oh gosh, that's precious.
The hood. No.
I
You
can
just
see
kind of
that he
doggy
would-
paddle a little bit.
What if we had a Jim Jam mesh to catch things to eat? He's just like a.
There's like
You know, like a
a fish
fisherman?
jumps by and he just like turns into a little Jim Jam bear and like goes humped.
Jim Jam is the best character
What
in this group.
fish or whatever does come by, it's gross and grotesque. It's like
Jim Jam doesn't care. Jim
you
Jam
see
is
like a
clean all
fish
the
come by
things.
that's been floating and dead, and as it kind of like you stop it, you see its guts kind of ooze out, and a strange, almost crawfish-like creature comes out with it, dragging some of the intestines down.
Jim Jam, don't do it, buddy. This is disgusting.
It's
It's not worth it. We'll find you something better to eat.
It's nasty.
It's gross.
Right, Jenny, as you're trying to pick yourself up, let me get a defensive roll.
Oh god.
Okay. Cool. Cool. My dice love me today. Awesome. Love it. Oh, it is really sad. It's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah. I rolled a 4, man.
Ugh, we can just do the mine, that's fine. Distracted by everything going around, you don't sense that a snake has snuck up behind you.
God damn it. Sneaky snakes.
And all of a sudden, in the back of your cap, you feel this pinch.
Oh no!
Fuck.
No. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to lose a leg.
You suffer.
Oh god.
Oh, that's
right.
You're lucky.
You and,
Reroll.
Two-step Jim, you can run two-legged race.
7 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
And can I get a Constitution saving throw?
I will
Damn.
happily fail that for you.
Every once in a while, one of those frog sounds like when you're scrolling.
When you scroll.
Did you have an extra glass, or you need to get extra glass?
Maybe I had a glass.
I'm gonna try
An extra glass.
the red one.
Oh,
I haven't
no, for you?
Failed the,
Yeah.
that one?
Because you brought the growler up.
Maybe no, I haven't failed the one yet.
sorry.
I'll get some.
Pretty legit.
It's a 17.
17.
See that one?
Okay.
Pride.
Well, you had the mind
Oh.
tingling, mild tingling of snake pain.
Snake pen.
Rolled low on the second one. You're lucky. 2 points of poison damage courses through as you start to feel this swelling in your lower leg extremity.
I hate everything about this place.
So do I.
So much.
What's the flying speed of the broom? 40?
60.
60.
It's less because there's 2 people on it.
Oh, so 30?
I think it's 30 feet while they got 2
No,
people on it.
calls it out. I think it says has a weight limit of 300.
Help weighing it down.
Double check. The flying speed becomes 30 while carrying over 200 pounds. Which
Done.
is, I'm sorry, both of you.
Mhm.
Yes.
And with the maximum weight limit?
300. Oh no, 400. Up to 400 pounds.
Sweet. So we're fine.
Okay, that's not great.
As you guys are mounting the broom and starting to make your way across the 210 feet, let's say, river for easy math, because it goes.
10 feet.
So it'll take you 7 turns to get across. Exactly. Brar, you were about.
Well, they can double move too. They can dash.
Yeah.
So they can
Can-
get 60 a turn.
The broom
Can a
dash.
broom dash, though? That's the question.
It's while you're using it, it has the
It
movement
has
speed
the
up.
it has the flying speed of 30 feet. So
So they do take their
That
move
makes
action and then
sense,
their
yeah.
action to go further.
Okay.
Wait, are
So
we in
60 total.
initiative
then.
or something?
Just how many rounds it takes.
Yeah. It's just a snake, but just to let you guys know, as you guys are mounted on the far side, Brar, you're about halfway through. Red Jenny, you are obviously within melee range of the snake. And it doesn't seem like anything that dangerous necessarily, no more than a copperhead would. However, it's still nonetheless a snake biting you.
You mother.
I'll say, for
Chop
sake of
it off.
simplicity, you guys are moving as you hear it kind of scream out in pain. You guys will then double dash with the broom forward.
Cut its head off.
Brar, I'm assuming you're going to try to pick up the pace.
Booking it as fast as I can. So. As fast as I can doggy paddle.
As best as you can.
Bark, bark.
I am going to imbue the staff with fire.
That's fancy.
Say what now?
She's using the green flame blade.
Okay.
Basically. Or she's gonna smack him with her staff.
Okay.
Chop its head off.
I rolled a natural 1, so I can't even. I'm too there's too
It's
much
the wrong
muck,
game.
and I'm just like, yeah.
It's just mud in your eyes. You
Everything's
don't know what's
awful.
going on. There's a flying mosquito is biting your neck right now. You're coming
Fuck you,
across.
snake, and fuck everything, and this is the
You just come down.
She just starts yelling incoherently.
I'm glad you're starting to feel the same way about Barovia the rest of us are.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's like a
teenage
gas
Red
bubble.
gets it.
We're just kind of ignites around you, and now you're just standing
You
there.
are gone. You guys are all going in the microwave, and
Who's going in the microwave?
my dice.
Red Jenny, when we get a defensive roll, as
I would love to.
unsure of what's
fail some
going
more
on,
rolls.
you hear a scream of frustration from Red Jenny.
No, it's like in the 20s.
20s? Okay. The snake comes again, so it tries to bite you, but with your staff, you're able to kind of knock it out of the way.
All right, Die. You've earned your place. I'm gonna try this.
You will not be burned in the microwave.
This time.
I'm gonna try it again. Smack with my staff. It's like an 11 to hit.
11 to hit.
Yeah, pretty sad.
As you come down with it, you think you hit the snake, but you just find purchase in the mud as the snake kind of coils back up out of it, unharmed.
Cool.
Eat a dick, snake.
4 other dice to use. At your convenience.
Bro, you're just about to hit the shore, so after this next round, you'll be ready to go.
Do you want another strength check or
Fail
just the
mine.
last one is kind of for the.
Last one,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh God. What is?
That's
So,
good.
Red Jenny, I will
Those
need a
two
defensive
are the
roll,
winning ones.
not the highest
Okay.
of the 4, though.
No,
Okay.
I was just sampling it for who is the absolute worst among them. All right, let's see what this one.
8.
Oh, it's the 15.
15. Let me get a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. Love it.
Jim Jam, days like today, I wish I could shapeshift into an eagle or something
Man.
with wings.
Oh, I think it's just you.
He kind of turns
think
into like a
it's the
sail
dice.
trying to catch the wind. He's trying to propel you forward.
Like a squirrel suit.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Wingsuit.
It's like, hey, now, bro.
You're getting it out now with the snake instead of the witch.
The snake is gonna kill me.
Oh, that'd be
No,
that'd
it's
be
not.
glorious if, like,
No,
when I
it's
do
not.
my jump, I could
You're not
glide
gonna
like an
die.
extra
It's
5
gonna be
feet
Right.
and like scroll the flying squirrel.
Maybe when it gets bigger.
I'm not even gonna burn Lucky
I'll
on
think
it,
about
so it's
that.
not even
Like instead of like a magical cape, it's a magical Jim Jam sort of thing.
Tides of chaos.
What was your? Now, did you
Hey,
roll for
Kelsey.
Constitution saving throw or no?
I did, and I rolled a 2,
Kelsey.
and that's why I'm like, maybe I
It
need
was
the
a
Tides
2.
of Chaos.
You do take 5 points of piercing damage.
What? Oh, did you need something?
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Did I not hear you? What did you
I think I realized you were down there
Tides
right
of
as you
Chaos
came
did
back
not
up.
make things any better. I also am going to take poison damage and the ass cancer that it's gonna give me.
What?
Wow, D6 is a real
Apparently
low.
she's getting colon cancer.
3,
Your
7.
hair is so long now.
This
It's from the
time
last
it
time I
bites
saw
your
you.
other calf area. Oh,
I
come
need
on.
those to live.
But it finds a vein. Along with
Ah.
the piercing damage, you suffer 7 points of poison damage.
Oh
Are you
god.
dead yet?
Red.
She's like,
So-
please
don't sound so
save me.
hopeful.
I'm just wondering how bad off you are, so when we get over there, I'll know if I need
One of
to.
us is gonna have to suck off Jenny.
Oh.
Only one? There's 4 holes.
So many. Is there any lasting poison I need to be aware of?
No, it just feels like the initial course of the
Oh, okay.
as your blood pumps through, you feel like the pain is right into your heart. It's like, oh,
Familiar with poison damage.
it's like you're just like, not like this, not to a goddamn snake. It's better than this.
Okay.
Red Jenny, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to, little tiny die.
And then Brar, you'll be on
You
deck
guys
after.
can't see how poorly I roll.
We didn't rest or anything, right?
Okay, I think I'm gonna hit it this time.
Okay,
The 20 total.
that'll do it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I got all my healing shit together. I'm our makeshift, what do you call it, paladin. Well, you have the ring too.
I did not the ring. I hit points.
You're probably full health by now. It's like every turn or
Do
something
I
like that.
have full
I
health?
think it's every couple. I think it's a minute or
I
2
don't,
minutes
right?
or
We
something.
didn't
That's
rest
so
or
bad.
anything.
Yeah, it's been playing time.
I was only down 2 points.
I know. So I'm
I have
hurt
the jug.
pretty hard. Both those mom knows how to lay the smackdown on us.
Look at this fat cat over here.
Oh my god, look how cute he is, though. They love being around us. Oh, thank you.
What's that one?
Oh my god.
This is a mango lime. If you want to try.
That's like go from like dark to light, huh?
Yeah.
I wanted something light and summery.
Total of 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah, it's very unimpressive.
Was that with the fire or no?
It was fire. It was a green fire.
Pissed off at this snake, you drive
There was
downward
more.
with your staff, smacking it between
There's a lot of heads built.
between your staff and a rock, and just like sending a force of green flames down at it and exploding the head.
Bitch.
Weakened, but you're fine. You
Snake
survived.
is
The
mad at
snake,
you, man.
however, has been destroyed.
Da-da-da!
And once again, reminded by the dangers of Barovia, even something so tiny can be so dangerous
Motherfucking
here.
snakes. On
I
motherfucking
think it's about that time Brar goes
And like blasting and like with the axe. Where is it?
It's I know it's already dead.
I got it for you.
You suck the poison
I
out of
got
me,
your
I'm
back.
dying.
man. Jim Jam.
Jim
Get on
Jam. That's
Let
what
me-
Jim Jam's here for.
Yep.
Can Jim Jam like suck poison out of her body?
Well, he's not going to suck it. He doesn't really have that much to suck with, but he gets in there
I feel like he could.
and he kind of
kinda
burns
create...
it out.
No. See,
No,
if you think about it,
You
he
got
goes-
the ring of like magical healing.
Now
Don't-
stick with me on
don't
this,
mess up.
okay? He covers the wound, right? And then like
Suction
sucks
cups
out.
himself.
He just suction cups himself
It's awkward.
to it, and he pulls out the blood, digests it, goes back flat, pulls back, sucks out more blood.
I think this is a
It
great idea.
actually could work.
I find explaining really complex concepts to Jim Jam not always so healthy, but he could cauterize the shit out of that if you want.
It's a hype.
Okay.
Jim Jam!
The ghost and I got this.
I mean bark. And I unsummon the axe.
I can see you just like run over like on all fours and grab the snake in your teeth and just shake it like a dog.
And just like a regular dog.
And it's like dropping at her feet like present.
Do you want to trigger Tides of Chaos? Because I'm going to heal myself.
We have
Oh,
healing
yeah, of course.
abilities. We all have healing things.
They have healing things. I don't. I'm here for the ride.
You don't want to wait for us? Are we there yet?
As the image of her patron saint comes into form, Sergei, and
I mean,
as you sit down on a rock and wraps his hands around your calves and gives you a nice little calf massage. It feels very
he
warm.
says that-
Patron
Best
saint, and I say wet dream.
There you go.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
You're in like a weird love triangle with your patron.
It's so true. Oh, it's so weird. Oh boy. Sweet. Creatures have disadvantages on saving throws against the next spell you cast for the next minute that involves a saving throw. Not that it really matters the next minute, but you know, it's cool.
I don't have any pants on.
My,
so.
I feel empowered by his gentle caresses.
As he kind of brushes your hair behind your ear, he's like,
Oh, you're such a good ghost.
I got you, boo.
Let's make pottery.
Ghosts.
I said, pick up some mud.
That's great though, because at the end that means he's going to kill Strahd with a pane of glass and then have him dragged off to hell. Like,
Right.
I can tell you about ghosts in the movie.
I've never actually seen
He
it.
actually felt bad about it, though. He's like, no, don't! But then it's like, oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's what he said in the movie.
No, such a good movie.
Don't. But,
Oh my god,
but I
I've
really
seen
want to
it
watch
so
it.
many times. It literally is my movie.
I can still save you. Anyway, everyone now is across the river as you two are now jumping off of the broom, rushing for Jenny, who is in elation. And now you're confused as far as what kind of screams they were.
Hey,
Don't be
you guys
dirty.
made. Oh, can I have my spoon back? I really need to like be on something not in the water.
She's like, I need somebody between my legs right now.
I need something firm and hard between my legs.
Oh my god.
Stiff
Smells
and
like
hard,
it.
firm, yet supple like an oak.
So we're probably
Wow, that's
what
very
just
different.
across the river.
Yeah, so you
Seems
guys
like
are
a
over
type of
kind
bird
of,
too, huh?
probably over on this edge or in between the ruins, whichever way you guys wanted to.
Can we see the hut from where we are?
You can see it for the most part in between the buildings.
I-
It's still a couple hundred feet away.
I guess my
Excellent.
question is there like light, smoke? Does it look like there's it's habitated and there's someone awake?
I'm just throwing it out there if we're about to fight a witch.
I don't have any counter spells, so y'all are fucked.
I have
I
like
don't have a lot of HP. I've got some.
no HP.
I'm a little, I could
We
rest. I'm not
do
feeling
one
my
of those
best.
short rests.
We should we should definitely have taken a short rest if we haven't already.
Yeah,
sort of
I
figured
thought
that
we had
did.
taken one earlier.
Where?
But yeah, let's definitely rest up. I'm kind of hoping, like I said, I think we might be able to talk our way out of this one. I don't really want to fight another witch. She might not care about this
I
stone.
got 2
or-
changes.
So I'm hoping maybe we can talk, or if someone wants to try and be sneaky and steal it. But I feel like that isn't really our forte.
It's not our thing.
But I'm happy to, work my Brahmanly wiles.
Go ahead. I don't want to deal with witches.
But
Unless
actually,
it's
given
deceptive
our
like
track
that.
record, it's probably best to have you guys in whatever ship shape you can muster.
As best as we can. Well, I'll,
I mean, we're already in the belly of the beast at this point, though.
It's true.
I'm assuming we had. I want to say we had.
Had we short rested or no?
But
You guys have not. I don't believe so. Since until the Mad Mage, you guys probably got a rest.
that's what I was thinking. Like maybe
Yeah.
if anywhere would be within.
Did we not recover our...
I'd say you guys got a short rest there.
So you should have been able to use whatever hit dice you wanted to use.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if you recover spells and stuff, but
I don't recover spells.
You recover your shape
I
shift.
recover my
shape, yeah.
shape.
if
I get my warlock packs slots back, but I only have 4 slots. So those
Brar
anyways,
Brar is
doesn't
full
matter.
of vim and vigor,
You're good to go.
so I mean I can truck all day and all night and then all next day. But if we want to take an actual rest,
Like a long rest.
like a long rest, and it's late at night. I don't know how long we need to maybe do
I
this in the
don't,
morning.
I don't know if I want to feel like resting in the middle of the woods though, or in the swamp maybe.
Well, we might be able to find one of them ruins that isn't quite so slippery. I'm just saying, if you guys want to, Reg, just discuss amongst yourselves.
I got two changes, so I don't
gonna-
need to.
Like, I think we
sorry,
can
go
get this, you know, and just hang back real far across the river.
Yeah, I'll just get the heck out.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Let's get
Just
worse.
get this. I mean, she's sleeping. She's gonna be pissed we woke her up, but you know,
Do we just even sleep?
I don't know.
depends what kind of witch, I guess.
Like, she's not a sleeping witch, potentially. So,
Say, what's our battle plan going on here? I don't.
we send in Brar.
Do we go with the brochure approach again?
We send in Rar.
We are, you know, yeah, let's do the brochure, like, on behalf of Strahd. We're checking with all of his, sympathizers to make sure they're up to standards, up to brochure standards.
I don't think we need to lie. Let's just be honest. She might want something we have in exchange for what we need.
Like the teeth or
Which I've lost
of the
track of what it
Savior.
is. A piece of stone.
Yeah. Piece of Bar's rocks. Family jewels. But I mean, yeah, I guess if we took a short rest earlier, we'll just go ahead into the ruins, see what we can find. Look for an obvious witch's hut.
I got that healing shit that I can do on myself, so if I need to.
Yeah, as long as you guys don't need me to counter spells any spells, we're good.
I mean, I think we'll be
Because tapped out of those.
What about the sorcerer? What's going to bring you back?
About that.
They're gone?
I had to use them for more counter spells against mom.
Okay.
It's been a long day, guys.
It's been we had a lot that we wanted to get done, and I really wasn't expecting my mom to kick her ass quite so hard. So
Well, so do we not want to like try and find a place to camp out? for
No,
the
it's
night?
fine. We're good.
We're
Let's
going.
do this.
we're going.
Okay.
We're fine. Just we trust your particular skills at making friends. I know it's not going to be a big burly man because that's kind of your type, but
I mean, you
If
know,
you
you
could just
are a little pony. Friendship is magic.
yeah, if you can just expand your like portfolio of
I'll make lots of friends.
Do you
romances.
want this? Do you want some of this, by the way? Oh no, you got the
I got them. I washed out the cup and then I forgot the cup. Oh, well.
Here's one. It's clean.
Like I want to try a bit of yours.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, if everyone's in agreement and rested up as you're going to be, did we do a short rest or not even that?
No, but if you guys didn't take a short rest from the Mad Mage, you guys are free to. Yeah. Go ahead and, as you were surveying kind of the hut, if you wanted to do a general survey of the land, I'll get a perception check from you.
From Brar.
Or wherever else wants to kind of look around. I'd say that Red Jen, you're a little preoccupied healing yourself
Yeah.
Go on.
for right now.
I'm dealing with things.
18 teen plus things. 7.
She had
25.
8.
Perception.
I had an 18.
I heard.
She had a 25.
Okay. I heard 18.
You're very good at spotting things.
18 teen.
18.
8.
As you're looking around, you peruse. I'll say for simplistic sake, you guys are on the edge over here. All right, the river. So you have these ruined buildings within these walls. So these would be walls that are about 3 feet high, just slump down into the swamp itself.
I
And,
love your left-handed drawings, Jay.
oh my God, it's gonna be horrible.
They're so beautiful.
The buildings itself here have completely collapsed, and only thing you might see are like guts right
Uh-huh.
there. There's a little bit of guts there.
People guts or house guts?
House guts. House guts. You do notice that there seems to be a scarecrow standing there, standing watch.
I don't want to go just knock it down. Probably not a good idea.
Hold on. Let me
But
take a look with my special eyes.
looking down through what looked to be a road down this way, there's a clear path, and it does seem to be a larger building of sorts over on this end.
It may look like a vagina.
That's intact, or
It's still more intact than the other ones, but still rotted, still collapsing. I'll get an intelligence check from people who want to investigate it.
I mean,
As far as like, if you want to like understand, try to decipher if it's like inhabited or not.
and she's using her magic eyes too.
Of course, yes. Unless
Oh, magic eyes.
I would say unless otherwise, is it
No,
always on?
pretty much.
Okay.
Especially-
Let me know when you want to turn it off. Only because like the same thing, because you're using magic, somebody else can detect that magic. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm flying on a magic broom with a magic staff. I'm radiating magic.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
magic.
we're all radiating magic from one way or another. So I may as well radiate magic from my special eyes.
Okay. And then you can see the
It's
runes
a very close bond to my ghost and I are forming.
over on this side too, of shattered, broken down houses. Teeth. And then there was a road. Kind of goes over that way.
Kind of looks like dentures.
It's you can't quite make it
It's like
out,
cavities.
but there is
Yeah, man.
something over here, some kind of different land. It's a little bit too far away from your eyesight to figure it out, though.
Yeah, it's a question. Question.
It's a question mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay like about 20 feet off the ground.
I had thoughts like
Fuck snakes.
I'll put it over on this side so I can draw my right hand, but reach and there you go.
20 feet off the ground. I don't want to fuck with any more snakes, but it will give me a good enough leverage where I can see
Fuck you, snake.
shit with my magic eyes on the ground.
Can I get a defensive check as a snake jumps out of a tree?
Fuck.
Tree snakes! No! Tree snake!
Flying snakes!
The broom was actually a snake the entire time.
No,
Right.
drop snakes, broom snakes, ass snakes. Where do they keep coming from?
Jesus.
Ass snakes are my favorite.
Ass snakes.
Yes. Where do they keep coming from?
You're just like in the craft and it's that last like bit.
Well,
that
Gabe
last
doesn't
fight
trust the
scene where there's like
scarecrow
all
one
the
bit.
snakes coming out of it.
For her, I can't think of having any reason to distrust the scarecrow. So I'm probably just gonna head on a direct path towards the hut from where I am.
Okay. So, do you want to follow this kind of sunken road?
Nope,
and around?
not even a little bit.
So you want to kind of up, like, kind of that way then?
Yep, that way.
Okay. Yep.
No sunken roads today?
Actually, where I think is if there was gonna be like I don't know if there's little critters living in these hovels and stuff like that. That's where the ambush would be.
Yeah.
I'm going in the back.
Like a gauntlet.
You know,
It's a gauntlet there.
that's what where I think.
Isn't it all like basically flooded and awful anyway?
Right, but
Awful things
there's
to live
there's more
there.
things for
Like
places to hide
snakes.
there.
That's reasonable. I mean, snakes come out of everywhere. Look, there's a snake in your hair right now.
That's Jim Jim.
Your
He's
beard
just-
is a snake.
That's Jim Jim. He's just friend.
And whereas, like, this would be more like marshy, wet, swamplands, kind of grasslands, like, think like Florida-ish. This would be as if, like a road. It's still wet, but it's a little more flooded necessarily than you can't see the water that's flooding in this area because it's all grass and, like, a lot of that marshiness is absorbing it.
So it's all nasty.
Oh, yeah, it's all gross, yeah.
There's no getting away from that.
I just need a bath after this.
And it's still slow going as you guys continue through.
Maybe we'll go back to Sir Pool and get a nice cold bath. Creepy onlookers.
Whatever.
Go back to Mom's. I bet she has a really cool hot tub.
Ooh.
Probably has a whole room.
Can we just
that
live in your
is
mom's
just a
house?
shower.
I
She
really
said
wanted
no.
to just live in my mom's house. But
That
she also
sucks.
kicks us out and was like, get
That
out,
really
you guys
sucks.
are idiots.
You know,
Kind
I'm
of,
sorry, we don't have a
sometimes.
very good relationship.
getting
Hey,
and I
it's
honestly-
a product of your
Investigate the
upbringing, which was
scarecrow.
non-existent.
Yeah, you know,
Scarecrow.
And mine
honestly,
too.
I don't know
Sure.
if I really want to help though. 'Cause
That's
she's
what I have to
kinda
say
mean.
about that.
She kind of like slapped me around a lot and just didn't really give a
I'm just
fuck.
saying,
She didn't
like,
even ask how I was doing.
We're all a product of our upbringing. It's horrible.
She didn't even care.
18? Just dumb.
Please, Dad care.
Your dad has
As you approach it,
motive.
I think I just need to be this down.
I think I should have just been a werewolf then.
Aren't you still a werewolf, or did you like retcon?
No, I lost that.
it appears to be
It was too powerful.
just
as
a scarecrow.
all those things.
As you kind of touch it, the material just seems to be cut out, just, like pants that's been sewn kind of together. You don't get a sense of magical essence from it. You do see that it's been stuffed with raven feathers, though.
Oh my.
Oh.
Can I take a couple of the raven feathers?
Sure.
I'm gonna take
Sure,
a couple
you
feathers.
still want to
and
go
just put
with
it
diplomatic
Define a
approach
couple.
and not-
I don't know
like
any of it.
4.
You know.
Okay.
Might be a few,
Define a few.
like 4.
Okay.
Because a couple is 2, and then
Yeah. Go ahead and run me a perception check.
kind of. I don't.
You can re-roll that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll say accidental rolls can be re-rolled. That's a
I
table.
feel like. Oh, it's the same.
It's the same. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. You're being good to me.
But,
14.
14.
Yes.
You plucking the feathers out and shifting it, or did that scarecrow just move?
1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. just full of feathers. Like I can't see like beaks or legs or eyes. It doesn't make any sound.
The rest of them went into potions.
That's what I said.
Can I
yeah,
kind of
bones.
like
It's like feathers.
on the stomach of the scarecrow, just kind of be like you were tickling someone, see if anything happens.
Do you roll for an attack to tickle the?
I feel like it should
Roll
automatically.
for an
Yeah, I feel like it's just sitting there. Yeah, it's like, do I touch the doorknob? Roll for an attack on the doorknob. No, yeah, you touch the scarecrow's belly, and you start to tickle it, and you all see her go up and pluck some feathers out, and then start tickling that scarecrow's belly.
The scarecrow's not pinging magically, is it?
No.
She's just being really weird.
Yep. As you scrape against this kind of like a
Fucking shit.
flannelish, rotted shirt.
Guys, I think after this we might have to rotor her brain again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't even take
Listen,
that long.
it's been a long
just-
time
I think
since
we need
any
to,
of us have had, like-
declog it further. Maybe all the way to
Some brain
city
draining.
Brain
It's been a
drain.
long time since any of us have had some real intimate human contact, so maybe she's just trying to get some right now. We should leave her alone.
Yeah,
for
other
yourself.
continuing to check on over to the thing.
Makes out with ghost that has no emotion.
You do notice that there's another scarecrow up over that way, and there's
Everything's
another one
sad.
down there.
It's gonna be so bad.
Fuck scarecrow.
I wonder if they're the spinny ones from the other show.
Spinning ones. Oh,
Those
no.
murder
Yeah,
scarecrows.
From with the World of Warcraft one?
Yeah.
You know.
Murder scarecrows.
Harvesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are bad.
That's what I was
We
thinking.
almost
I
died.
mean, no, I don't use those at all.
Murder scarecrows.
Okay, well let's just
They're
take
like
a-
mechanical things.
They're knifey.
Oh well, these are gonna be magical, but still murder
Well,
scarecrows.
I thought you'd be able to see that.
Well, I'm trying. I don't see anything at the moment.
Okay, well,
Specialized.
more scarecrows.
Maybe you need a magical magnifying glass.
I won't lie, I'm probably a little bit creeped out regardless,
Mhm.
but I still think
Onward.
onward. There's not necessarily any reason
What you
why.
gotta do?
Let me get a perception check from everybody.
Do I get one too?
It's always good. It's always good.
Okay, okay. I'm giving you another chance.
She's probably gonna beat me, but I got 21.
12 now.
Even with your
I
plus,
rolled really
plus
low.
1,000?
Yeah.
17.
Y'all are smarter than us right now.
As you two go by, Motho and Shanna, you walk past the scarecrow and you keep walking. Both of you see Motho look over her shoulder, which instinctively makes you look over your shoulder, and just. I could have swore that scarecrow's head was facing the other way. Now it's looking at us,
I'm gonna chop his head off.
and you're just like, I can't. But you don't know for sure.
Maybe
Probably
there's
just
just
double-sided.
creepy.
You gotta scare crows away from all sides.
Kind
You
of just
just
want to cut it
reasonable.
open anyway.
Nah, it's just a scarecrow. I wouldn't worry about
I got
it.
a solution for this.
Yeah, they burn.
We all, Red Jenny and Broad. Nah, they're not doing anything. They're scarecrows. They're just staying there. Fine.
I think it's just a triggered light. You'll just need to chill out.
Listen, this is a very creepy place,
They're not magical.
Oh, I'm not disputing that.
and I am like
I'll tell you.
freaking myself out, man.
Just calm down, Motho.
I'm not going to set anything on fire, but if any of those things move, I'm going to set them on fire.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
I'm putting this out there so you can't blame me later when negotiations go south with the witch.
Wow. I mean, at least you're being honest.
Hopefully your hut has like a straw
Well,
ceiling.
okay,
or something.
just try to keep it under control, y'all, okay? Because I think it's just mind games, and it's like one of them. Is they scarecrows or is they like scary scarecrows? And then you think they're scary scarecrows, but then they're just really scarecrows. But then you behave like they're scary scarecrows.
And then all of a sudden they come up to you and they start spinning with knives.
Yeah, and then you got a lawsuit
What?
for busting up somebody's scarecrow.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. because
Well,
we're-
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
we're-
Anyway.
We're here's Brosha and we're the good guys.
I'm just
Did
gonna go.
they meet Brosha standards?
I'm gonna go
We're
this
the good guys?
We're the good
knock
guys.
on this door.
Maybe?
Approaching, it appears that someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on a stump of what was once an enormous tree.
Sweet.
The rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire, mimicking like legs of a gigantic spider.
Well, it's even more terrifying than chicken legs.
An open doorway is visible
like-
on one side of the hut, beneath which floats a strange, large shell of sorts,
Like I was a stepping shell.
kind of floating above air.
Hey, Mo, those.
Is it
that
like a
floating
welcome
shell
mat kind of thing?
magical?
Like a place where a welcome mat would be?
It's kind of like right in front of it, but like, it's
Jenny?
definitely like flowing a good like 2.5 feet above ground.
Is, that
Is there any
magical?
sort of like a knocker or like a bell to ring?
The
or-
door's wide open.
I'm so
Oh.
tired of trying to go.
You're tired?
Flanking
Do you need
the hut's doorway.
Simulations?
I'm listening.
Flanking the hut's doorway are 2 iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings excitedly as you approach.
I don't go down the ravens.
Okay.
Right.
Gabe puts on wig.
Yes.
He doesn't need to. Look at his hair.
No, I mean like crazy lady wig. Like with the gray, scraggly hair. She's
I don't know if the
like,
box is gonna behave because the things are. Yeah, it's fine.
look at all the weed.
I'm gonna smoke it.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Thanks, Fat Dragon.
Right? Oh, actually, it's facing this way. You guys can turn.
Tom,
it this
you're
way.
probably not watching, but I'm really a big fan of these.
Tom could be watching. Is that a turtle?
Tom should be watching.
Wait,
you
what
mean?
is it?
But I do
That's
like-
fine. Let's just say it's floating
do
up
like
there.
this.
So when you say it's floating, is it actually like hovering above the
Yep,
swamp?
it's hovering. Yeah.
Okay, so there isn't like a hidden turtle below the water unless it's like an invisible turtle.
No, it's just hovering.
Is it?
You can see it kind of moving a little bit there.
It might have like turtle bits under it.
Well, no, it's hovering.
But like, but
I was
is it-
gonna use the other thing, but
But
Jenny
it's
died.
like the
It's fine.
bottom
There you go.
side of the thing.
That's what I asked. Like, there's actually space between the swamp and the shell.
Yeah.
Space between.
Yep.
But it could still have little legs on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Okay, I suppose that's.
It could be pulled in.
yeah.
He's a magic turtle.
Anyways,
He just wants to talk.
I'm into it. No.
so what's your plan, Stan?
Rick. Hello, the shack.
Is Ravens in here?
Kelsey, if you don't mind positioning the camera kind of my side facing that way, possibly. And if you guys want to position yourselves
On
accordingly.
this side of the shell. 'Cause that's about as far as I'm willing to go.
I'm just gonna be floating in
Where
the
do you wanna
air,
see?
like
What do you
I
got?
just don't care.
Yeah, what do you got us looking at?
Oh, if you don't mind, just like putting the camera over on this side. Yeah, you got it.
Turn into a witch?
Yeah.
What?
trying to see
I
what
feel
you're
like
trying
you're a
to
witch.
see.
Trying to see.
You just need
trying
like a
to
red
see.
hat.
Trying to see.
I can turn on the camera. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I got Twitch
Whoa,
on.
zooming
Do
in.
we even know their names?
I think we do.
Oh, this is cool. When it was moving around, it was like you had a
Yeah,
drone
it was like
coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused. Like, whoa.
I'm
was
bad
really
at-
good. Yeah, shout out to Fat Dragon. You guys haven't checked out the paper
I'm bad at
craft stuff.
spatial skills.
I am horrible at
You're,
art.
you're done pretty good so far.
So I
Yeah,
hate
we're gonna move
painting
back
stuff
slowly.
I'm
because
watching it on the
once
screen.
again I'm horrible at painting. So I love their 3D stuff. I can just
This
print,
way?
Maybe no, pull
chop it
back
up,
this way a little bit so we can get
glue it
Brian
together.
picture right here.
They're
Boom.
working on a lot of new 3D models.
Yeah, 3D models are great. But I'm
They
kind of hoping
incorporate
that that eventually people will develop 3D print and paint at the same time. Because once again, I'm horrible at painting.
Probably good.
If anything, I'd go in with Gabe and Ala, where I pay for some stuff, and then they can do the painting.
We might actually get a 3D printer at some point.
I think there's an extra piece of the floor up there, like an extra printout up there. There should be like one on top of the other.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
is that guy? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yep. That one actually go in front. Yep, there you go.
Oop.
There you go. Yeah.
Moto
So,
fell
there you go.
down.
All right. You know, just in case he has a battle or something.
Fuck yeah.
Just in case anything happens at all, like a battle, where we all die.
No, I don't know what we were talking about. We're just going to do this diplomatically.
Just be like, hey, you need a bridesmaid? Show up with
We're
gas.
here looking
Like,
for bridesmaid. How about, hey guys, how about we're here as part of the Strahd, like, bridal party? Commissioners? Like, we're finding people to be part of the bridal party? Or, like, groomsmen?
I don't know if this is a Strahd thing.
Are we inviting a witch that lives in the swamp to a
Well,
wedding?
I'm hollering at.
Oh yeah, you're shouting out.
Yeah.
Um,
Hello, the shack.
It's kind of tough to see beyond the shell. If you like to get closer, you always can. You look underneath, and you can definitely see that there's nothing connecting the shell to the ground.
And if I look up, is it like a floating turtle, or is it just like
It's like
You
half
You don't
the shell?
see any kind of
Indication of a
I'm
turtle.
gonna poke the shell.
flesh or anything.
Like, give it a little shove. Does it move around, or is it just sort of?
As you try to push it, it's forceful. It's like you can see it wavering a little bit in place, but at the same time, like as much like force you try to give it, it does stay still.
Okay. And is it pretty much how we see it here, where there's like bushes and shrubbery and stuff around the outside? Because
There's-
right now it looks to me like it's gonna be easier to just hop on top of that shell and like.
There's room around. You can always walk around it if you want to.
Okay, I'll just walk around it. I don't know.
Ooh,
If
it feels funny.
Yeah,
Spongy.
spongy.
she said nobody.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk around.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Sure. As you kind of
yep.
like chest towards it, you know, not trusting, I assume, and as you go enter through the doorway that's open, you can peer inside now.
No such thing. I'm
Okay.
not gonna be rude.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not saying you poke your head through, but just kind of like
yeah.
look in through the
option
doorway.
is there if you were that kind of person.
Like just not like I say, you're not like entering and looking around the corners, but just kind of like where your vantage point is now on the front of the house, on the other side of the shell. You can see more clearly what's actually inside.
And just and the ravens were on the other side of the door,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep. Almost kind of like ornaments outside.
Cool.
You get the sense that the shack itself is about 15 feet wide by 15 feet. You can barely make out some old kind of style furniture. There's like a wooden cot in the back right. You can't really see anything on the front end just because of your angle. You do see towards the back left just like the edge of a tub of some sorts over on this left side of the wall. As you're just kind of perusing, but not nosy, like a nosy neighbor, but trying to make yourself present at the same time. you see movement kind of from the tub.
Oh,
Get in the bathtub. Just fuck her in the bathtub.
As
that's so rude. What?
as you kind of look over that way, do you want to look over that as you?
Well, I.
Are you
Are you
gonna look
afraid
on a
or-
lady
No, I mean,
bathing?
that's fucking rude. I'm like, I'm terribly sorry. Am I interrupting anything at all?
As you look, you don't make eye contact, but you hear kind of the splatter of like what feet hit the ground, walking towards you.
Great.
I wasn't expecting guests.
Terribly. Oh god, this is sort of like a combination of characters. I wasn't trying to disturb you. I'm sorry. I realize we're calling kind of late.
Do you take a glance at all?
I'm kind
or-
of looking over because they're apparently approaching.
Yeah. You all, are you by him towards the
horrible
front or
naked witch body?
no?
You like what you see?
How far, are you guys still back behind the shell or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be right here.
I'm kind of back behind the show.
Okay. As she approaches the doorway, Brar is averting his gaze as best he can. But you do see kind of like puddle, like down by the ground. You see, and everyone's like can see
I
down
see
the
witch
doorway.
tits.
You see the witch, and she's just coated in blood dripping down her.
Okay.
Well, Rick, like I said, I was really hoping to not disturb you. We're actually looking for another piece of this, a rune stone, maybe a couple of 100 years old. I was wondering if you might be willing to part with it.
She grabs next to the doorway a robe and covers herself. As she kind of leans off the side, you guys staring like intently towards her, but at the same time, like what the hell is going on? You do notice that behind her is a crib. Roll me a perception check.
Might be snake
Brar,
oil.
give me disadvantage as you're trying to look away. Only for the people who are up close looking in.
I mean, I'm behind the shell. I don't know if that counts.
17 at disadvantage.
Dang.
14 and not disadvantage.
Most are just like, what the fuck's going on? There's a crib. Brar, you're just like, shit, like I don't want to look, but you're still like looking down, kind of got her feet, you know, like she's there. You know, but both of you see splintered, like in the floorboards, a shimmering green light down there.
Ooh.
Does it look like the same light that the Wizards of Wine like gemstone thing was? Because that was like a green thing, right?
Can I get an intelligence check?
Related to stones?
No.
Yeah. 4.
It's a green light.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just,
I'm grasping at straws here.
as you kind of see it, you're just like, but then you see the pool puddle kind of come towards you.
It's
like,
an ankle.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
What?
Ugh.
Do I see it?
Yes, you see it as well.
But she's rubbed now?
Yeah, she puts a robe on.
You can
Yeah.
make a.
Does she see Shanna
snake
yet?
check.
You probably won't be able to tell necessarily. You can do an investigation check. Whether or not like, her eyes look out that way or not.
Investigation's only an age.
Just say the word and I'll just
Tough to
fireball
tell.
it,
As
please.
she's
JK, I don't have any fireballs.
looking at everyone, kind of sizing them up.
I'm just sitting here. I mean, I'm covering your spikes, but I'm not trying
Not
to
necessarily like sizing them up like, you know, just.
That sizes.
Just kind of like creepy, like.
Does Shanna know sign language? Do we know sign language?
No.
What brings you to my door?
Well, my name is Brar. I understand that you might have a stone.
Oh, I'm quite the collector of things. Yes.
Well, I bet you have a wonderful collection. This one is actually a particular stone it's like a family heirloom kind of thing that I heard had come this direction, and I was wondering if you did have it, if you'd be willing to part with it.
What does this stone look like?
And I'll try and describe it. It looks kind of like this piece right there, or maybe that piece. I don't know. One of them two.
As you kind of, I assume you're drawing the dirt.
Oh, I feel like I've got a sketch that
sketch?
probably one
Okay.
of these competent people made me.
Do you have another piece I can compare it
Sense motive?
to? Sure.
Is that with insight?
Insight, yeah.
9?
This is a great old lady.
It's-
Just covered in blood.
It's up to read as she's smiling, she's happy as blood's kind of trickling down her face.
Well, yeah, actually, I do.
Oh! Oh! Yes. I do have the other piece.
That's great news. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to just give it to me, but is there something you'd be willing to trade for it? It looks like
Give me some of them
you do a
dwarf
lot
babies.
of. I do have a couple of interesting components that I brought from outside of.
You're fine, virile young man. Give me
There's-
some babies for that crit.
Can I try to whisper to Shanna about the glowy thing?
What thing?
The glowy thing.
I have some.
Yeah, of course.
Beard
Like a
butter.
whisper message? Or do you have that
I
spell?
have some. There's time for that later, my love.
Or are you trying to actually like whisper like, hey Shanna, weird shit.
Can I stealth myself?
I have some
She knows you're there.
otiug
Yeah, but, like-
leaf. I'm starting to pull out little bits of body parts that I've collected. I've got some otiug leaf bits. We've got some grit claws, a beak from some creature. I don't remember. This is a very valuable thing to me actually. And this is a green scale from a dragon.
Ooh.
Would you be willing to part with that?
There's been a dragon here since the silver one.
I think I have
Years
some.
ago.
I think I have some bits from that dragon too. Actually, these are things I'd be willing to.
He really wants
Have
to
been
be
collecting
collecting
pieces of creatures. That's disgusting.
Me?
He's
Yeah.
been doing
Yeah,
that for
this
like
has been this
2
has been my
years.
thing for. Brar,
Have you seen
Have you
him?
seen my armor? It's
Yes.
bits of creatures affixed to it in every
I
spiky
know,
manner.
but it's like just the
I've
spiky
got
bits
spares.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
And Malta, if you'd like to try to stealth back, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
14.
No, I don't think that's how I want to go about this.
So like you're trying to whisper to me.
I'm trying to tell you about the green
Yes.
glowy thing, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
I will need that green dragon skill. And what's the one thing?
What?
She goes into her cupboards. You hear her kind of rummaging, and she comes back with a little tiny dish, almost like a petri-ish dish.
Just gonna need some semen.
You're gonna need to ejaculate.
Please not.
I will need
Oh, God.
1 ounce of your earwax.
That's
Yeah,
not
okay.
weird, but all right.
Yes.
Actually,
The fuck?
well, I got plenty of that. Jim Jam has a little thing, actually. Jim Jam, get some
Oh
of the
no,
earwax.
no! I have to gather it myself. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Is no one else there to stop this?
I'm like around.
You know, I'm on my broom.
Well,
in
I'm
case
gonna
things
start
go
like working the
south
scale
real-
because the scale's like part of the armor. I'm gonna like start trying to work that out. Like, do you wanna like how do you want me to do? How do you want to do this?
1 second. Yep.
I'm gonna secret message to Motho so I can try and figure out what the fuck she's trying to tell me.
Okay.
I have that spell.
Okay. She's like, you see her like whipping something to you. You're just like,
So
what
I'm gonna,
the
like-
fuck?
What?
So you can secret message as a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's an
they're
actual
telepathic
thing.
back and forth.
Well, it's called message.
Yep. So
Yeah,
she'll
see?
send
They-
you a
they
message
can
and you
whisper.
And rather than that, she wants you to send something back. She can allow it. Yeah. So please reply. Yeah.
Point finger towards creature within range and whisper message. Only
No,
target
put it
hears
back.
and
Why did I
can
do that?
respond.
Oh
Should have used the milk.
Uh-oh. Milk cans.
What?
There's a green glowy thing and underneath in the basement.
Okay.
I feel like it's important.
I mean, but like,
I don't know what she's seeing.
Meanwhile, you're starting to
Maybe.
kind of
It's not
undo
working.
it.
Seems
And then
important.
she's like just kind of turns your head like
Can't
this
detect
as you're
magic.
untying it. She's taking her claw. She wipes it off on a rope though, and then she
Oh,
has like
God.
a petri dish as she goes inside of your ear and just starts to scrape. And just kind of gets in there, and it seems almost like, you know, like it tickles your brain sometimes. I go too far with the Q-tip.
Oh, feels so good.
But you know, but she's like, and she gets some out. Was like, keep your ears clean.
Oh, I am very. What's the word? Fast.
Jim Jam cleans it.
Yeah, my ochre jelly does it.
Ah, interesting.
the first symbiotic ochre relationship.
And then she takes your head, turns it the other way,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
goes, yep, and just gets all up in there.
Can you turn a little bit? Face me, face me. Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Almost like someone tried, cut your hair. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh,
Right
yeah.
there, right there, right there.
Ah.
I can actually hear a little bit better now. Thanks.
She kind of covers it up,
Ew, screw the freak.
screws it on, and goes up to her little cabin and puts it up there. And at about this time, you're starting to unravel the
Yep.
dragon scale. Yes.
Don't. No, I gave up my dragon scale.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, this is the last one we have from that dragon.
Oh, precious. Thank you.
Better get
It
your
does.
shit
It
though.
does actually have a meaningful, which is I think it's fair.
And
Put it
for
in.
that gemstone, she goes to the back of a room, and there's a chest
Mhm.
right next to the crib. And you see her kind of throwing some stuff around inside there. You see like a claw kind of climb out, and she grabs it, throws it back in there. She comes back.
What's
Does
the
it,
piece
does
of
it
the
actually look
stone?
like the piece that?
It looks like a piece of stone.
Well, thank you very much. I'll take it, and I'm gonna try like.
Fair trade.
Does anything like?
As you put it together, the pieces do kind of fuse in,
Nice.
and it does get a little warm as whatever connective gemstone areas we're touching kind of melt and then cool into two of the three pieces.
Sweet. Oh, put that back in the bag.
You know, I do have the skull from the traveler that brought me that stone. If you would like to trade.
Well, like the dwarf, or some others.
Ooh, the dwarf, yes.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting to be out of. I definitely don't have any more earwax.
Oh, there's always something I need.
Well, turn your way.
They're just like having tea now. Like, what can I get for you, Betsy?
Fair trades. I'm actually,
Looking for the ears
Oh.
of the
I can do that.
the toes of a.
Toenail clippings?
I need your toenails.
The what, like clippings or the whole thing?
The whole toenail.
Ooh. All of them? Oh, I'm just like in the background, like.
Yes, all of them. Yes,
And
please.
I'm like peeping around the turtle
You're gonna be
shell,
so
like,
sore.
No, I don't. Well, I do have regenerate.
It'll grow right back.
They'll grow back pretty fast, actually.
It'll hurt like a bitch though.
It's just your toenails. This is a skull.
Oh, okay, well,
Jesus,
what
I'm
about?
gonna sneak around the turtle shell because like shit's going down here. Like,
I'll
I'm
do you
gonna-
one better than that.
Oh.
How about I give you the whole toe, and you give me them ravens outside?
At this point, I'm next to Brar and I'm like, hey.
See your posture kind of change.
Oh my god. It's not too
The ravens will cost more.
2 toes. You want a pinky?
No. For the skull, toenails. For the ravens, I'll need something from each of you.
Nope.
What if I said I had some
Well, you've been leaving bits of your
toes from
DNA
a
all
fake
over this place
figure?
anyway. What's the problem?
No. I would
I don't
require
know anything about the hair bits, but
the toes of someone dealing with me.
What about the
I'll need
teeth?
his toenails for the skull. For the ravens outside, from each of you, I shall require something else.
you don't even know what she's gonna ask for yet.
Something creepy.
Don't
Give me
do
a
it.
fucking eyeball.
Do it.
Well, you know what?
Don't do it.
I'll
I
need a
don't-
promise. I'll need a promise.
Oh.
And I'll need a guarantee.
What? Nope.
I see that you are missing a member. She seems to be stealthing somewhere else. I shall wait for this. But before she gets here, Bart, I need to know, shall I get your toenails for the skull?
Yeah, sure. And I'm gonna pop out one of my boots.
Yes!
You have any pliers handy or something?
No, I got a magic hammer.
Well, it doesn't seem like the right tool for the job.
Well, see, she bashes it and then she plucks off the
It
toenail.
has to work this way.
You need me to hit it with a hammer?
No, I shall hit you with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shall get to the toenails. Or I shall smash the skull with a hammer. Going once.
Oh, I kind of want that skull.
Going twice.
Okay, fucking do it. Just, do you have a stick or something?
Nope.
Oh, God, that smarts.
Going for the big toe
You're
first,
stealthing?
as it's a kind of like
You're
a
stealthing.
cleaving down
I'm
and at an
stealthing?
angle, which
Yes.
is kind of
Why?
Oh,
right out.
Said you were stealthing.
I
You were
didn't.
trying to stealth away.
No, because she was downstairs.
Oh,
What?
you were downstairs.
Oh.
One down.
Wait, how many did you need? You said you needed
Oh, I needed
one.
all of them.
No, you said you
said
you
you
said you
needed all
needed a
of
toenail.
Oh, I said toenails.
Yeah, she said all.
She did say all of them.
Fuck.
I'm not stealthing anywhere.
Ready?
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. Oh,
And she goes. "Phoop."
oh God, why?
Ah, yes, 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 yes. Goes back. It's a petri dish. All right, next foot.
Just give me a minute.
Sure.
I regenerate a little bit. Okay, put the boot back on. Oof. Okay, let's do it.
There we go.
Yeah,
Ah.
Count to 3.
1, 2. Oh! Oh.
And thank you. Bop. Yes. Toenails,
Jim
toenails,
comes up and
toenails,
takes the
toenails,
tear away.
toenails, toenails.
This lady's a
Oh.
freak. She's a freak, yo.
Yes, yes, yes.
Freak with a freaky ass baby.
Okay. And boot back on.
Thank you. Thank you. And the skull.
Whoop, go. Which one was this? Is this my dad or my uncle?
This.
Or my grandpappy or granduncle?
It was a
I
great,
don't know
great.
which one you were, but you're going on my belt with the other one.
Yeah, I can't tell. I can't remember which one.
Yeah,
I gave, but yeah, one of those. Yeah, it was either to you that's still your bloodline as the
He's still an important family member
Yeah,
to be
like-
respected as I loop my belt through his eye socket.
right. Yeah, it's like the male female, like let's say son and daughter, formed like your bloodline for your father's side bloodline.
Yeah.
It was his father and then her father, so that's still part of your bloodline. And then it was that married guy's brother
I feel like
who went.
People
So
I
it's
meet on the
definitely
street-
bloodline down that way.
I
Yeah.
feel like people I meet on the street are gonna get the wrong impression, is I'm covered in like bits of creatures and like have like skulls hanging from my belt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Kills his own people.
no, I just respect my ancestors. Just Jim Bob right here.
Right. Or you had like the flaming skull on the front.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
I think we should ask about the ravens.
Oh yes, they did. Ah, there you are. You're back.
Sorry,
Yes,
I had to pee.
You're so quick.
There's
You're
nice
so
bushes.
quick. You're so quick.
I had to pee.
Ah, yes. So you can have the ravens. But I need something from all of you. All
What is
together.
it?
Everyone must agree to it. Everyone.
All right.
You cannot talk about this. I'll tell you what I need, and I'll need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. No talking. Everyone says thumbs up, you'll get the ravens. One person says thumbs down, no ravens.
Why do you keep them though?
Sergey, I don't like this at all.
Why do you keep them?
Don't worry about it. It's my business.
I'm curious.
Don't do it afterwards. Afterwards. If you all agree, I'll explain to you the ravens. But this is what I need from you all. I shall give you all the ravens if you promise to communicate exclusively through dance. No verbalizing allowed during your next adventure, wherever that may go. This does not prevent you from casting your spells, verbal component stuff, so don't worry about that, my little casters. But if you agree to this promise and you break it, I will know and I will punish you. So do not break it.
I love this character.
Like, she's super evil and super weird, but I kind of love her so much.
So I shall need a response from all of you. Do you agree for the Raven's lives or not? I shall count to 3. 1, 2. 3. Yes, I like to see that. Thank you very much. And so it is done.
And when does it start?
Starts now.
Wait, what?
For the purposes of our players here, if you're required to ask or say something, you shall dance, and then you can then communicate to me what you are trying to say. However, I will need you to dance beforehand, otherwise it is just emptiness.
Forever?
For the next day.
Adventuring Day.
Adventuring day.
Yep.
Yes, this is so exciting. So exciting, so exciting.
We can still talk to you normally, right? It's just with each other. I'm talking to the witch now.
I brought this for you.
Nope, it's
I brought this
Oh,
for you.
no.
everybody.
This for you.
Oh, cookie. No. So many drops back. Yes, Brian.
You're gonna let the ravens out, right?
Oh.
Just what my dance was.
I will. I had a little spell locking them up. They're not too friendly with me. I don't want to be near them when they come out. So. Cage. Unlocked. I shall close my door though before you lock them out. Yes, Shadow.
I just
You're welcome.
danced and said yay.
Woo! Now, if you don't mind, I must attend to matters here. My child.
I danced!
What did you say?
My saying, why did you keep them in the first place?
Yes, I promised that, didn't I?
Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
I do not like the ravens. I believe they are a nuisance to this area. Them, the War Raven kind. They are trying to hamper Strahd. And roll a persuasion check.
With your gyration.
For the purposes of persuading for the
19.
next day, can we also roll perform?
Yes.
Yes.
19.
I mean, I think I have a better.
Especially when you're trying to communicate with people who have no idea what the hell you're doing. Like, to each other, you guys can understand. To her, she can understand. What's that? 19.
19.
Count Strahd. He's my son. How dare you? I beg your pardon, miss. You should be sorry. Better be more careful with that kind of language around here. You'll lose your tongue. I believe we are finished here.
Brad just limps off.
Oh.
Hold on.
Gain 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
For the day. That's it. And then by that time, the regeneration will kick in.
I'm just gonna, out of character as a player, just gonna kind of dance the thing and then kind of explain what it is that it means.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we're doing.
yeah.
'Cause it's just,
Yep.
We're white. We're so white, we can't dance.
Hello.
I've kind of like danced, congrats on the new daughter, and kind of in reference to Strahd getting married, because I feel like she wasn't invited.
Ooh.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying congrats
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
new
yeah, yeah.
daughter-in-law.
Excuse me.
Tatiana version 3.
I think it's
It's been
Or
a few
5.
games, yeah,
Is
whatever.
it 5? Whatever number she is at this point. And just like.
Are you trying to be rude or are you trying to be like?
No, just.
This is Shanna.
And in
Yes.
passing, just
The answer is
congrats
yes.
on the new
She's
daughter-in-law.
gonna insight you and see what the hell.
Like, I don't mean anything by it. I'm just like, congrats on the new daughter-in-law.
I'm just like, I bet you weren't invited to the wedding.
No, it's just congrats on the new daughter-in-law.
Sure. Give me an investigation check or insight actually.
I'm gonna re-roll that because it just
Sure.
kind of got a little bit wonky.
We do have super pad on the table now, so yay. Super pad.
Insight 15.
15. She seems disturbed and angry now.
Oh. She just said that she was Strahd's mom, so I was just like, congrats on the new daughter-in-law. Like,
That was a lot. What?
It was,
Good night.
yes, thank you for your help. Enjoy the earwax.
and the
We're out.
toes.
Green glowing thing.
Did anyone get a good look at the green glowing thing besides me? Like to arcana and identify it? Because I don't have a clue what it is.
Not enough. Like you reckon you saw it down there. She saw it down there, but where the magic users didn't get it. Give me a nature check, actually.
Nature.
Look good for a second.
Yeah, I was really hopeful there.
It's like the plants that I have.
4.
'Cause I feel
There's
like
a lot of stuff going on beneath the tree.
There's a lot of stuff going on beneath the tree.
it probably gets something like spiders around. That's Gabe speaking, not me. Not Briar. I actually feel like we got out of that encounter.
Yeah,
I mean, mostly decently intact.
except for, we can't talk to each other. Only dance.
And I think on that note, it'd be a good time to take our first break. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show because we've been gone for so long. But if you're watching us on YouTube, Twitch, I don't know where else we would be, but you guys can find down below in the links a link to our charity, which is Humane Society. Click on the link, you can donate directly to them. We're a level 2 charity. We're trying to raise $1,500. We're above 10%. So we're doing pretty well, but hey, if you guys can donate, please do. Like I said, that money goes directly towards the charity. It does not come to us because we don't want to,
We just want to help the
be the
animals.
middleman or anything. Yeah, I just want to help out the animals. So you guys can donate, follow the links there, and donate if you can. If you can't, we understand. We can do it to help us out. It's just like, subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias. We're over on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. So if you see us on YouTube, like. If you like the videos, if you don't like it, let us know why not, so we can improve. Subscribe to our channel so you get alerts when we are uploading new videos.
Yeah, click the bell.
Yeah. Twitch, chat with us. I love seeing Twitch chat. YouTube, chat with us. Rate comments, whatever. Other than that, it's great to be back. We're going to take a short break for a little sneaky snack, a little bathroom break, and we'll be back probably 10 15 minutes. All right, for YouTube people, we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah,
see you
dog.
guys.
Bye. Click next.